quite expensive to me as well. I was looking at, you know, what is that material, where does that come from, and
well, they're mostly industrial materials, you know, and we spoke as well about, you know, my not frustration, but it's just inconvenient that I can't actually get any of this stuff in Ireland. So this is another kind of thing that gets thrown up in the course of acquiring materials for the works, you know, and rather than sort of stumbling on things, I do tend to be quite specific about what it is that I'm looking for, and I have to look for it, and it could come from the US, or most of the time it comes from the UK.
How do you like, because it's not a question of it being found in the sense of I see something and I'm interested and I integrate it into an object or a sculpture. How do you know that you want to have a particular material?
Well, it's a bit of a gamble, because sometimes I get it and it's like, actually,
I don't want that.
You know, that's not quite how I imagined it to be, or because I'm unable to actually view it, you know, in any, most of the time the materials have to be sourced from somewhere else, so it is a bit of a like...
So they're mediated very much?
Yeah, I sort of might have to make a phone call and sort of ask for a bit of technical advice about how to, for example, melt whatever it was, 150 kilos of microcrystalline wax, you know, to the place in England that manufactures this stuff or imports it or whatever they do. But you know, what became apparent, you know, what becomes apparent to me anyway is, you know, that there's very little manufacturing happening here, and that's sort of it's not intrinsic to the work, but it's something that's definitely there. There's this kind of thing about stuff being traded across various different economic sort of platforms, I suppose, and artworks are another one, you know. And we spoke when we were speaking about whether or not it's desirable to, you know, remake or restage artworks in the sense, or to sort of revise them actually, in the sense that if, you know, I'd imagine as the more successful an artwork becomes, the more difficult it becomes